Hi, my name is Benny and welcome to my channel. Today we will talk about how I get my ideas to make new magic tricks. So, if you want to know more about this, then stay tuned. This is a big question. How I do this? How does the ideas come like this? Yes, sometimes yes. Sometimes I wake up and I have like a flash, like bam, yes, it will be nice to make this and this, yeah. But sometimes I have my notepad and I write ideas. I make brainstorming, and I have several techniques. I don't want to now talk about all techniques, but three of them. And the first thing, what I make, I take stories or themes that exist. A story can be a movie, or a book or something else. But it can also be a theme, like bikes, a car, mechanics, the kitchen, and so on and so on. Okay, so I take this theme like kitchen, yes, and then I think about what, yes, I make like sort of brainstorming, yes. So kitchen, I write a cook, I write a spoon, a fork, and so on and so on. A glass, I can a porridge, potato, orange, and so on and so on. So you write, you're brainstorming. So everything that comes into your mind for this topic, so for this theme, for this story, and so on and so on. So, and after this, you have this really big list, and for each object, yes, you take an effect. Okay, so you have, I made a video about the basic effects in magic. So if you want to see, click the link. So there you have, as I say now, 7 effects. So with each object, you think about this. So let's have the spoon, yeah. So I can produce the spoon. The second effect, I can vanish the spoon, yes. I can maybe make a color change of the spoon. I can maybe transform the spoon, so the color changing, yeah. The third effect, I can maybe transform the spoon into a fork, yes. Levitation, I can maybe levitating the spoon, and so on and so on. I can make telekinesis with the spoon. I can, so think about all the fact with this object, and you do this with every object, okay? And after this, you will automatically see, wow, this is a cool idea, okay? So maybe you say, oh, transforming a spoon into fork. Yes, this will be nice. Maybe, and then you can play around. Maybe we are thinking about, okay, how can I do this? So I have the spoon, and maybe the spoon, so the head of the spoon falls down, and then you replace it, and then puff, it's a fork, yeah. So, and then you continue, and then you're creating, for these effects, you're creating your story of your routine, yeah. So I don't know if it's clear, but for me it's clear because I'm using this over and over again. But try this, try to make the brainstorming, try to have for every object a different effect. And what is important about this, don't think how I can do this. No, you have to have the open mind, okay? As Flip says, and many other magicians, you have to think outside the box. So if you imagine, yes, now imagine you have the spoon, and wow, it will be great if the spoon levitates. Yes, but I don't know how to levitate the spoon. But it doesn't matter. You have to write it down. And if this is a cool effect and you want to do this, after, in the next step, we will think about how I can levitate this spoon, okay? Or how I can vanish the spoon. Maybe I can use another object to vanish the spoon. Maybe I can take a cup of coffee, and when I place the spoon in and I shake, and then the spoon is gone. Yes? So don't think about the method, but about the effect and about how it should look like. Yes? This is very, very important to have this endless possibilities. Okay? Don't limit yourself about you knowing or the knowledge or your technique or so on. No. First of all, you can have this open mind, this completely freedom. Yes. The second method that I use is to take an object. Yes. For instance, this pen. I want to do magic with this pen. So, by the way, this technique helps you in the future to make jazz magic. So jazz magic, I call this to improvise with any object. Okay, I know that when I have a pen, I can make like this and so on and so on. So this is great. So the object now, you take the object and you do the same thing. So you have the object and now you have the effects. So the first thing, the production. Okay, yes, I can produce many pens. You can vanish. You can make the color changing. Yes, color changing of the cap, for instance, and so on and so on. So you have then this endless list with effects. Then, when you have an effect, for instance, the color changing. Yes. Okay. I want to in one point of the routine, I want to make the color changing. Then you ask yourself, okay, how this color change should look like. Okay. Not how I have to do this. How is the technique? No, what it should look like. So maybe I want that with a magical gesture like this, the cap changes. Yes. Or maybe I want to clap the hands and then it vanishes. No, sorry. No, this is for the vanish. Sorry. You know what I mean, okay? And then after, if you have this, you are thinking, okay, how I can do this. So for the clap, for the vanish, we saw this in another video. Click the link where I don't have now a lap, but where you lap the pen with the clap, and so on and so on. Okay. There is also important at the beginning of the process to have this open mind. Okay, to think outside the box. Object, effect. Okay, good. How it should look like? Maybe I want to change from this to this, and it's color changing. Yeah, it's color changed. Sorry. So maybe only with this move, I want, when I make like this, it slowly changes color. This is also possible, not possible, but then you have to think about in the other step how to make this. Okay. And the third technique, and it's the last technique for today, is to take effects. So you have these basic effects, and you say, okay, good, I want to do a levitation. Yes, a levitation of a body. Yes, of me. Yeah, and there it's really, I cannot say it too many times. You have to be open-minded. Yes, imagine, okay, you want to make a levitation. Okay, I imagine myself onto a field, yes, like this, with grass, maybe one tree, with a cow passing there, and me in the middle of the field, and suddenly I levitate. Yes, wow, this is great. Okay, So try to forget the technique and to think about the effect and how should look the effect. And after you say, okay, good, now how can I do this? This is my problem now. But you know what I mean? So this gives you, if you are doing or constructing or yes, brainstorming your routines like this, you will have suddenly more ideas, okay, or different ideas, because you don't limit yourself, okay? It's also a possibility to do these exercises with another person, yes? To ask them, okay, when you are thinking about a pen, okay, what magic trick or what effect you can imagine with this pen? Ask your friends, your family, ask this, yes? And maybe they have some cool idea. Yeah? So, oh, yes, maybe I can change this pen into a watch. Oh, yeah, cool. You know what I mean? So, yeah, these are the basic 3 techniques that I use the most. There are many other techniques, but I think with these 3, it will be very, very cool and very versatile, okay? And you have this creativity, this creative process in your head that are activated, yes? So, good. I hope you enjoyed this little video about the creative process and how to have ideas, how to work on 2 ideas, and also how to be open-minded and thinking outside the box. So, if you have questions or suggestions, please let me a comment below. It will be a very pleasure for me to answer all of your questions. I will do every week new magic videos where I make talks like this, I make magic tutorials, performance, and a lot of more. If you don't want to miss any of these videos, please subscribe my channel and hit the bell. I wish you a very, very nice day. Bye bye and hasta pronto.